Enzo Fernández. Enzo Jeremus Fernández, born 17 January 2001, is an Argentine professional footballer who plays as a central midfielder for Premier League club Chelsea and the Argentina national team. Argentine footballer born 2001. Club domestic league appearances and goals, correct as of 11/22, 26 January 2023. UTC national team caps and goals, correct as of 10/06, 18 December 2022. UTC. As an academy graduate of River Plate, Fernández made his first team debut for the club in 2019, before spending 2 seasons on loan with Defensa y Justicia. There, he enjoyed a successful campaign which culminated in him winning the Copa Sudamericana and Recopa Sudamericana, before returning to River Plate in 2021. Following his return, Fernández established himself as an integral player for the club and won the 2021 Argentine Primary Division. He joined Portuguese Primeira Liga side Benfica in the summer of 2022. Having played only 6 months for Benfica, he was purchased by Premier League club Chelsea in January 2023 for a British record transfer fee. Fernández represented his country at under-18 level before making his senior international debut in 2022. He was chosen for the 2022 FIFA World Cup, scoring 1 goal during the competition, and won the tournament's Young Player Award as Argentina captured their 3rd title. Born in San Martin, Buenos Aires, to Rael and Marta, Fernández has 4 brothers, Seba, Rodri, Maxi and Gonza. He was introduced to football at a young age, playing for a local side called Club La Recova, before joining River Plate in 2006, aged 5. After 13 years spent progressing through the ranks, Fernández was promoted into the club's first team by manager Marcelo Gallardo on 27 January 2019, in a home loss to Patronato in the Primera Division, despite remaining on the bench. He made his first team debut on 4 March 2020, replacing Santiago Sosa in the 75th minute of a loss to LDU Quito in the Copa Libertadores. In the weeks prior, he scored once, in the thrashing of Libertad, in 4 games at the 2020 U20 Copa Libertadores in Paraguay. Despite being sporadically used, Fernández's manager advised him to leave the club on loan in order to continue his development. In August, Fernández was loaned to fellow top-flight club Defensa y Justicia. He made his debut for the Halcon on 18 September by manager Hernan Crespo in a win over Delfin in the Copa Libertadores. Despite initially not being a starter, his performances impressed his manager, and eventually he earned a place in the team, helping the club win the 2020 Copa Sudamericana, starting in the win over fellow Argentinian side Lands in the final. Winning his first career title after impressing on loan, Fernández returned to River Plate during the season at the request of manager Marcelo Gallardo, making his return on 15 July 2021 in the first leg of Copa Libertadores round of 16, featuring in the home draw to fellow Argentinian side Argentinos Juniors. He immediately became a starter, and on 14 August, he scored his first goal for the club and provided an assist in a win over Vélez Sarsfield in the Primary Division. On 20 December, he agreed to a contract extension to 2025. Following a promising start in the 2022 season, which he scored 8 goals and provided 6 assists in 19 games, Fernández was named the best active footballer in Argentina, being subsequently scouted by a number of established European teams. Fernández with Benfica in 23 June 2022, River Plate reached an agreement with Primeira Liga team Benfica for the transfer of Fernández for a €10 million fee for a percentage of his economic rights plus €8 million in add-ons, but with the player remaining at River Plate until the end of the club's Copa Libertadores campaign. Following River Plate's round of 16 exit from the Copa Libertadores, on 14 July, Benfica confirmed the deal, being given the number 13 shirt, previously worn by club legend Eusebio. Made his debut for the club on 2 August, scoring his first goal for the club, a half volley from outside the penalty area, in a home win over Midtjylland in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League 3rd qualifying round. He then scored in Benfica's next matches, a home win over Arouca in the Primeira Liga and a away win over Midtjylland in the second leg of the UEFA Champions League 3rd qualifying round. His impressive performances continued throughout the month, and following a run of 5 consecutive wins and 3 clean sheets, he was named the Primeira Liga's midfielder of the month, a feat which was repeated for the months of October and November. He was linked with a move to Chelsea in the January 2023 transfer window, and the club was adamant he wouldn't be sold for less than his release clause. Chelsea purchased Fernández for a package worth £106 80 million after a final agreement was reached on January 31, 2023, between the two clubs. He signed an 8.5-year contract, valid until 2031. Negotiations lasted for more than 10 hours and were led by Chelsea co-owner Behit Eghbali. The fee paid by Chelsea is now a British record transfer deal, and Benfica received an initial £30 million installment, which will be followed by 5 further payments. International career. On 24 July 2019, Fernández was selected by the Argentina whose manager Esteban Solari to represent his nation at the 2019 COTIF tournament in Spain. On 3 November 2021, he was called up by Argentina national team manager Lionel Scaloni for 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Brazil and Uruguay. He made his senior team debut on 24 September 2022 by coming on as a 64th substitute for Leandro Paredes in a win against Honduras on 11 November. He was named in Argentina's 26-man squad for the 2022 FIFA World Cup after coming on for Guido Rodriguez in the 57th minute. On 26 November, Fernández scored his first international goal, closing Argentina's group stage win against Mexico. In doing so, he became the second youngest player ever, only behind Lionel Messi, to score a World Cup goal for Argentina at 21 years, 10 months and 13 days old. On 3 December, he achieved a rather not-so-famous record, becoming the youngest own goal scorer in the history of Argentina in the FIFA World Cup in the round of 16 match against Australia, when his attempt to block Craig Goodwin's shot deflected into his team's net as Argentina beat Australia. After defeating Croatia in the semi-final, Fernández played in the final against France, where Argentina won the World Cup by a score of on penalties. He was named the best young player of the tournament. Style of play. During his career, Fernández has been deployed in a deep-seated playmaking role as a central midfielder, responsible for breaking up play, dictating the tempo and recycling possession, although he is also capable of playing in a more advanced role as an attacking midfielder. He usually makes quick short passes, accurate long passes, and lobbed balls. He is very combative in his midfield duels, protects the space and his backline efficiently. He possesses a good passing range, excellent vision and high levels of accuracy, which is very purposeful in his midfield actions and can dribble into dangerous territory or out of it to devastating effect. He thrives in receiving the ball in tight spaces and is very press-resistant due to his wonderful low sense of gravity, balance, and flexibility in his body movements. He excels at quick short passes, passing to break lines or to play through attackers running to space, but also passing in the means of keeping possession to move around and tire opposition shapes. Fernández excels out of possession, always looking to get into the right positions to stop opposition attacks, disrupting moves, whilst also being in the right place at the right time to intercept passes. In addition, he is a good dribbler and can move the ball forward either through his passing. He prefers operating centrally but can sometimes be seen in the left half space, usually in a partnership with Florentino Luz. Personal life. Fernández is named after 3-time Copa América winner and former River Plate player Enzo Fernández. Due to his father Real's fascination with the Uruguayan footballer, Fernández is married to Valentina Cervantes, with whom he has a daughter, born in 2020. Honors. Defensa y Justicia Copa Sudamericana, Recopa Sudamericana, River Plate Argentina Primera Division, Argentina FIFA World Cup, individual CONMEBOL Copa Sudamericana Squad of the Season, Primera Liga Midfielder of the Month, August 2022, October-November FIFA World Cup Young Player Award, 2022,